Now we will going to see financial accounting and cost auditing your subject name. In that unit 2 we will going to see trial balance. First we will going to see what meaning of trial balance. A trial balance is a list of credit entries and debit entries that business used to integrate auditing their double entry accounting system. The goal is to be confirmed that the sum of all debits equal to the sum of all credits and identify whether any entries have been recorded in wrong accounts. This is a format for the trial balance. In that we have to see particulars, ledger folio, debit balance and credit balance. In that we have to total amount have to balance for debit and credit. Cash accounts comes in debit, capital account comes in a credit, drawing accounts comes in debit, purchase account comes in debit, sales account comes in credit, machinery accounts comes in debit, rent account comes in debit, salary accounts comes in debit, purchase return accounts comes in credit. We will in this we will have three accounts only in credit, that is capital, sales and purchase return. Whether it comes in a sales return, it comes in a debit side. Next we will going to see what is a trial balance. In a double entry accounting, a credit to an account must be an offset by a debit to another account, while general ledgers will be individual credit entries and debit entries for each transaction. A trial balance sums the credit balance and the debit balance by an account, calculating the total credit balance and debit balance at the bottom. If you are generally ledgers in assets, the balance sheet will be equal the credit balance. Before this slide we will see the debit balance and credit balance have be a same amount. That's why that is telling that like that. Now we are going to see what does the trial balance includes. A trial balance document lists all the accounts from the general ledgers, which two columns, one for the debit and one for the credit. A trial balance typically include 5 elements, that are credit and debit to each account from the transaction during the accounting period. Second is the association account name. Next, an account number, and fourth one is accounting period, date of the accounting period, and last is this total sum of all debit and credit balance. These are the 5 elements in a trial balance. Now we will going to see one illustration sum, that is, let's just say we buy a book for a 1000 rupees on a credit. Now we will receive the book and have to pay the money. So this is a transaction has a two activities. First we will going to see the journal entry for a purchase account data to creditors account, because there is a no persons included, so we will consider as a creditors. In that book in that question itself there are mentioned that credit, so we will be allotting the amount for the creditors. So that's why we will using the entries like this: purchase account data to creditors account. The entries of trial balance we will show it is next. Purchase debit account comes purchase 1000 rupees, credit account having a 1000 rupees. In that we will have to tally debit side also having 1000, credit side also we having 1000. So debit balance and credit balance are equal. Now we will going to see enable errors. Errors in a trial balance. What are the errors comes in a trial balance? First be error of omission. Meaning of error of omission: the transaction was not entered into the system. Error of original entry: the double entry transaction includes the wrong amount on the both sides. Error of reversions: when a double entry transaction has entered within a current amount but the account to be in a debit is created as a credit. Principles of error: the entries a transaction involves the fundamental principles of accounting. For example, the amount entry was created and appointed sites was chosen, but the types of an accounts was wrong. For example, expense accounts included to of liability account. Commissions error: the transaction amount is correct, but the account debit or credited in wrong. It is a similar to the principal's error, different about the commission's errors. Usually a result of oversights, while principal's error is lack of knowledges according to the principaling. Now we will going to see concept of trial balance. Let's say you are recording all the your activities in a daily. At month end you are summarizing your daily and classifying into various categories. Now you may a sheet and divide it into categories. There are so many categories. Recording of a transaction in a journal, summarizing them and categorizing them or a journalist, creating a worksheet and classifying the ledgers in a trial balance. A trial balance in a sheet recording all the all the ledger balances categories in a debit and credit. A typical trial balance will have to name of a ledgers on the balance sheet. This is the prepared as on the particular date within can be final year ended or a calendar year. We have to calculating the financial reporting in a financial ended year or a calendar year. Financial ended year comes in a March. The calendar year comes in end in a December. Now we are going to see advantages of trial balance. There are so many advantages in a trial balance. First, we articles occurrence give the nature of a double entry system. Every transaction will be result in a two entries of equal and opposite nature. Hence, at any point in all the times, debit ledgers totally will match to credit ledgers totally. Since trial balance listed all the accounts as on a particular data, the debit total of all the of a trial balance must match to the credit totals. Therefore, a trial balance is an indicating of the book of accounts, which software being used of accounting. The above advantages of the trial balance is not very balance is not very relevant as a data entry system do not allow entries to be positives. Now we are going to see next advantages. A trial balance is a summarizing sheet listed all the ledgers and balance. Hence it's provided a bird's eye view of an accounting transactions of an organization. The trial balance is work as a bird's eyes. Bird's eyes will watch each and every inserts like for a eating purpose. Like that, in a business, all the transactions have to be recorded for the performance of financial statements for a business. The last advantage is financial statement. An organization needs to know a profit or loss and financial position at the year end. At this to prepare a financial statement, trial balance is a frequently. All the stockholders also need this information. It is the first step towards closing of our accounts a practical period. That's it. We will going to see the trial balance. These are the advantages for trial balance, and we will saw the meaning, advantages and the 5 elements of a trial balance and journal entries. That's it.